Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from jolly old St. Nicholas. Hey, friends. Merry Christmas. I couldn't resist today. I've got my Santa hat on, my Christmas tree in the background, and the house is all ready for the coming of the grandkids and the mass chaos that is going to ensue when they show up on the scene, as it always is. And we absolutely adore our grandchildren, and our grandkids right now are at the fun ages. They're 6 years old. Catherine's 6. Maggie is 4, and Alexander is 2 years old and is all boy. And it is so much fun watching all of them open presents and get so excited over the season. Hey, Bob. Merry Christmas, my friend. Hey, Marcus. Merry Christmas. So I just thought I'd get on here today before, like I said, before the kids get here, just to express that this has been an interesting year. Christmas is one of those times, one of those holidays that it's either the most wonderful time of the year for you, or for some people, it can be the most depressing time of the year, because usually when we get into that time of Christmas followed by New Year's, people are always, and also coming out of Thanksgiving, people are reflecting over the year and over everything that's happened over the year. And sometimes for many people, the year is filled with loss, maybe the loss of a loved one. And I've had the opportunity to talk and counsel with a number of people over the last few weeks that over the past year, they have lost their loved ones. And so Christmas for them can be a very difficult time, because it's the first time of celebration without that one person that meant so much to them, and their life was just consumed and filled with them and filled with the joy. I mean, I was talking with a gentleman just a couple of days ago, and he says, when his wife was here and he lost her 6 years ago, he said the Christmas time was just so different. The atmosphere in the house was so different. And he doesn't even bother decorating the inside of the house anymore because she's not there with him. For some of us, for some people, Christmas time, when you're thinking back over the year, it was a tough year for various reasons. And this past year has been a tough year for me in many respects. I mean, probably more than any other year that I've ever lived in my life. I struggled with depression big time this year. And I think the reason I struggled with depression this year was because of a lot of disappointment that I faced throughout the year, a lot of discouragement that came from the feeling of rejection from people that you care about, from people that you highly respected. And so it's been in many ways a tough year. But for me, as I'm coming close to Christmas, one of the things that I decided after talking with my lovely wife, Cindy, and after spending some time talking with some good friends, Dick and Jeff, who I've been in accountability relationship with for over 20 years now, after having some time over the last couple of days to share with them, I have chosen, as we enter Christmas, to focus on the things that I am grateful for. To have that attitude of gratitude, instead of focusing on all of the stuff that didn't go the way I wanted it to this year, I am focusing on the things that are just always a blessing to me. The ways that God has blessed my life abundantly. And one of those ways is through my wife, Cindy. She has been the most amazing wife that a man could ever have. I mean, and I've been blessed to have her as my wife for 37 plus years. And we were even, she's been in my life for over 41 years, because we were high school sweethearts. I guess it's not quite 41. We've been together since May of 1979, so it's been almost 41 years. And she continually amazes me with her unconditional love, the way she just approves of me and encourages me and is my biggest fan, day in and day out. And I've been blessed with 3 amazing daughters who are all serving the Lord in one capacity or another. And I have, three adorable grandchildren who I've already mentioned. And so God has blessed me majorly. And the other thing is that even though maybe I'm not serving God right now in a traditional way as, whoop, I still there. There I am. I dropped the phone. Anyway, even though I'm not serving God in a traditional way as a pastor by, serving in a church or anything like that, I'm still serving God in and fulfilling God's calling on my life, and probably in a more significant way than if I was pastoring a church right now, because through the opportunities I have one-on-one to counsel with people and invest in people's lives, through the people that I work with in recovery from addiction, to the Christian school and the 9 children that I have the opportunity to invest in their lives day in and day out. It's just amazing. And then God has blessed me with some business opportunities that puts me in front of people in unique settings, whether it's through doing transportation, through whether it's directly through Uber or private transportation opportunities that I have. And I also have been working as a mobile notary, and that's given me opportunity to be in front of people. And it's amazing the conversations that happen in the midst of these opportunities, the opportunities to share of Christ's love in very tangible and real ways, and the opportunity to make friends, new friends, day in and day out. So I am indeed blessed. God has blessed me richly. I mean, sure, I can think of all of the stuff that's happened this year and I can be frustrated beyond belief. Or I can choose to be thankful for all that God has done for me and continues to do for me. He continues to bless over and over and over in ways that are beyond comprehension. And today, this morning, I was blessed in a way that I shouldn't have been blessed. I had the opportunity of talking with my father. And those of you who know me well know that I went through a period of over 20 years in an estranged relationship with my father, having no contact whatsoever with my father. Well, a year ago, I had the opportunity to reach out to him. And when I reached out to him, I was amazed that he was amicable. He was willing to re-engage in a relationship with me. Well, and we have, and he's come and spent time with my family, and it's been good. But at the same time, it's been weird, and it's been hard for both of us, because it's just, when you go 20 years without somebody in your life, it's just a little bit on the strange side, and it's hard to figure out the dynamics of how it's going to work and all of those kind of things. And so, even in the midst of us reconnecting, we've gone through some rough patches, and we've not really known how to handle it. Well, it had been a number of months since I've even talked to him, and I decided, after talking with my friends, after talking with my wife, Cindy, that it was time for me to reach out to him. And I went, and I had the opportunity to drive someone to Pittsburgh yesterday afternoon on Christmas Eve afternoon. And in the midst of those travels, I decided, okay, I'm just going to pop over and visit my dad. He was only about 20 minutes away from where I was. So I did that, and wouldn't you know it, when I arrived, he wasn't there. So I left him a Christmas card, and then I called his house phone and left him a message. And he called me back, but when he called me back, it was doing our evening festivities with our Christmas Eve service, and then spending time at my daughter Jackie's house. And then, of course, when we came back, we had all of that. My wife Cindy and my daughter Lindsay and I all talked this morning, and we are definitely last minute people. So we were up. I mean, even on our advanced years, we were up last night until 3 a.m. wrapping presents, believe it or not. So this morning, I was going to call my dad right when I was sitting down getting ready to do this. I thought, well, maybe I should call my dad first, and wouldn't you know it, he called me. And so we had an opportunity to talk for about 20 minutes, and it was good. And again, God bless beyond measure. And now we're making arrangements for him to come up and spend some time with the family, maybe on this coming Sunday. We got to work out all the arrangements. Of course, he's in advanced years, 85 plus years old. So I know that, the weather conditions have to be good and he has to be feeling good and all of that stuff for him to make the trip. So anyway, that was a blessing. That was a major blessing. So I am indeed blessed. And my encouragement to you, my friends, on this Christmas day, this day of celebration where we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus, the promised Messiah, the promised one that would save God's people from their sins. He has come. He came as a baby in the humblest of circumstances, and gave hope to the world. And he continues to give hope for us today. So my prayer for you today, and my hope for you today, is that this Christmas day, you will focus on the reasons you have for being blessed. Have that attitude of gratitude, and make sure that you spend time loving on your family in the same way that God unconditionally loved us and continues to shower his love upon us. Take time to shower that love upon your family, upon the ones that you love the most. And be blessed, my friends. Be blessed. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Choose today to rejoice and be thankful in the midst of it all. Oh, my friends, I wish you the merriest Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Your attitude is your choice, friends. So jolly old St. Nicholas says, as your attitude is your choice, this Christmas day, choose to have an attitude of gratitude, and choose to be among the ones you love, and choose to have a blessed and fantastic day. God bless you all. Merry, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.